How you doing, guys? Dragoman here. I'm in the Colorado Springs Military Museum, and just 2 more weeks we open up to the public. And I want to give you guys a fast look of what's going on. Okay, so follow me real fast. I'll tell you a few things about everything. This display over here represents Omaha Beach, this one Utah Beach, one day after D-Day, June 7th, 1944. According to my history books, this is what the beaches would have looked like. These are all real guns, real bullets, and everything's 100% genuine. Uniforms, everything they're wearing, 100% World War II. Okay, as we go through the museum, I tell people about everything. I give people like a 2-hour tour. It takes a little over 2 hours if they ask questions. Okay, so follow me. Look how nice all these Red Cross guys are all dressed up. The original tents they slept in. We got the porta potty, the soap they used, the food they ate, the rations. You don't get more complete than this. Okay, so from the machine gun bunkers, we go right into the American-Iraqi display. And it starts with January 17th, 1991, Desert Storm. The Fort Carson soldiers were wearing, they nicknamed it the chocolate chip uniform. These are all the souvenirs they've been bringing me back over the last 30 years. This is my honor row. These guys really help me, summer help, I hire them. And I tell them when you do go overseas, take a picture of you wearing a uniform and give me the picture in the uniform, we put you in the honor row. And that's what this whole row of uniforms are for. Yeah, we got RPGs. We tell people about the wars. Every war, all the way from 1775, George Washington, the American Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. This is my Iraqi room. This is all the stuff they brought me back in the last 30 years. See that? And we've been changing the carpets too. We replaced a lot of carpets, probably over 100 carpets. These are the hookahs they brought back, the knives they took away from the bad guys. Hey, they come around a turn here. We got Republican Guard uniforms, all original pictures here. We got general uniforms. We got uniforms from Republican Guard over here. We got a lot of stuff they brought back from Saddam Hussein's palaces, like his scrapbook, his hookah, this sword that they found in one of his palaces. I have pictures of all his palaces. On this side we have the end of Saddam Hussein, the hanging, the capture, and the jail they kept him in. And you guys are really going to learn a lot if you come this summer and see my museum. Okay, so let's go down the aisle here. From the Iraqi room, we go right into the Afghanistan room. This is all the stuff they brought back from Afghanistan. They showed me, I tell people how IEDs work, explosive devices. Okay, over here we got the suicide bomber. This is a very popular mannequin over here. And see, he's got his little Bible, he's got his prayer beads, and these little plastic bottles are filled up with ammonium nitrate. That's what they use for explosives over there. Okay, we got the uniform that the Afghanistan Army is wearing right now. I tell people all about their religious stuff, the clothes they wear. And this room is all done. We changed a lot of the lights to IEDs. Okay, this is one of my 7 half-tracks. And this is the rarest one, the M15. They only made 520 of them. The White Trucking Company in Wisconsin. Okay, you follow me over here? See, I have these decks where the people can walk up and they can look inside of the half-track. See, with all these LED lights, it's really getting brighter in here. People can see more stuff. And this is exactly the way the half-track would have came off the landing craft, June 6, 1944, on Omaha and Utah Beach. The M250 caliber, the original radio, the 1919 30-06 machine gun, the M17 diaphragm landmines, even has the sea rations in there, dated 1944. Okay, they come down here. This is I show them my gas mask display. We have all the American gas masks from 1917 as the years went by to what they're wearing today. We got the baby gas mask. They come around here. We got the recoilless rifles. See, all recoilless rifles. And then they're going to go over the deck over there, and we have a room for every major country the U.S. was in a war with. Okay, so let's swing around this way. Let me hit some of these lights off. Okay, you come around here. If you notice, I got a lot of mannequins. Over 1,400 uniform mannequins and over 2,500 working weapons. Last count of helmets was over 5,000. Yeah, look at all these mannequins. I actually have every uniform the U.S. government ever made, 1939 to 45. This is a very big accomplishment. Okay, this is one of my 6 machine gun bunkers. See, the people come in here, and this machine gun bunker is really special because it has sound effects and laser lights. And this is all 100% all original World War II stuff. This is exactly the way the machine gun bunkers would have been set up in Europe. These are all Purple Heart uniforms with a picture of the soldiers that wore that uniform. Okay, when the people come in here, I tell them about all the personal stuff the GIs carried, the boots that they wore. I got medic displays. We got all the cigarettes and tobacco that they smoke. We got the Liberator handgun, all the medic equipment, the morphine, the hypodermic needle, and we show them all the first aid kits and how everything works. See that? Okay, I have every shoe and every boot the GIs wore 1939 to 45, all the bayonets, all the machetes, all that stuff on the wall there. This all came back from widows from all around the United States. Every gun on there is dated 1939 to 45. Okay, you come around here. Okay, this is my mom and dad's memorial, that display. My dad was on the B-17 bombers, World War II. My mom was a nurse during World War II. And what makes these displays really special, my mom and dad helped me set them up before they passed away. These were the last clothes they were wearing. My mom's name was Edith, my dad's name was Kermit, and they're part of the museum tour. I tell them all about them. That happens to be me over there when I was born, Dragon Boy. Okay, you come around here. This is every woman's uniform. 1939 to 45. If you were a female in World War II, you would have been wearing one of these uniforms. Some Civil Defense, Red Cross, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Okay, over here, all the radios they used in World War II. Look at this collection. You'll never see a better collection than this. Okay, you're probably wondering what the raft is there for. That's the raft that was in the B-24, B-25, B-17s, and B-29 bombers. And these are the SOS signal transformers. And that would send a signal out so they could be rescued. Okay, and what I just got from Hazel Pollock in Montana, my best friend, thanks to him, he supplied probably half the museum here over the last 35 years. Okay? Code Talker radio. Look at that. This is what the Navajo Indians used for the Marines, for the codes, you know, to give them the messages. The other part of the radio should be here probably tomorrow, the headphones and the speaker setup. So back then, this was probably a very small radio. Here, look at all the codes. Yeah, see all the different codes? Yeah, this radio is like 76 years old or older. So that's a great radio, an addition to my radio collection, World War II. Okay, follow me a little bit. Okay, on the other side we got the Russians, we got the British. This is the British display. See, over the winter we cover everything up in case the roof does leak, you know, it doesn't ruin everything. Over here we got the Russians. We're vacuuming the carpets, we're changing the light bulbs. And then I take the people in here. This is the Nazi room. And see, they walk right around here. This is the fastest shooting machine gun in World War II, the MG42, 8mm bullets a minute. And the ammunition I have was packed 1938, if you can see the date, 1938. Everything's original. Okay, then the people walk around here. I tell them about the Holocaust and all the bad stuff the Nazis did to people. Okay, over here we got the British. Okay, let me hit the lights off here. Okay, we got the British, then we got the Japanese. Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. Right now we got all this covered up, and we're going to start unpacking all this stuff probably this weekend. It's supposed to be 65 degrees in Colorado Springs this weekend. Last week we had a major snowstorm. The weather really changes fast in Colorado. They say if you don't like the weather in Colorado, just hang around a few hours. So all this has to be unpacked and straightened out and dusted. And we have 2 more weeks to open up, but I'll get it all done. I always do. Okay, over here we have the NVA, North Vietnamese, the bad guys. I have every one of their uniforms. All this stuff was brought back by Vietnam veterans, and it's a very, very complete display. Over here, Vietnam, 1959 to 75. See, we got all kinds of stuff here for Vietnam. And any of you guys were in Vietnam or drafted in 1965 to 75, you definitely, this is definitely going to bring back a lot of memories. Some good memories, a lot of bad memories. So all this has to be uncovered. See that? And I tell people about the M60 machine gun. The M60 that came out in 1965, they took away our M14s and gave us this new plastic Mattel gun. We used to call it Toys R Us. They always used to jam. Okay, coming around the turn here. Here's some new rugs I got to put down this weekend. Okay, I redid the whole Korean room. Yeah, look how nice. Yeah, this is the Korean room. And we put all new carpets down here. Everything very nice. I redressed a lot of the mannequins here. And Korea, 1950 to 53, the forgotten war. But in my museum, it's not forgotten at all. Over 33,000 American soldiers died in 3 years. So how could you forget it? Okay, and then I have Stan Flanell, Sergeant Stan Flanell. He was in Korea. And my late wife, she passed away about 8 years ago. That was Stan's daughter. So I put her display right next to Stan's display to honor both of them. Okay, you come around here. All this stuff, World War I. Everything in this room is over 100 years old. Unbelievable, I find all this stuff. See that? And I'm going to wait for my helper to start undoing this. I tell people about John Pershing, the only 6-star general in history. We got the bolo knives. There's so much stuff to talk about. If I told people everything I know about every room, we'd be here for all day. Okay, so you come around the turn here. This is the way the horse would have been set up, in World War I with the McCullen saddle. This is my oldest canteen. It's dated 1905. This one's 1916. And like I said, everything in this room's over 100 years old. This stuff's really getting hard to find. If you got hurt in World War I, and had to go to the hospital, this is what the nurses' uniforms look like. I have over 1,400 mannequins. Okay, look at all this stuff I got to put away. Unbelievable. Still a lot of work to do. This is Mr. Butler's Foot Locker here. These are his hobnail boots. See that? His name was Jim Butler. And here's a picture of him over here, Jim Butler. In fact, I have his uniform right there that he's wearing in that picture in 1917. Unbelievable. Okay, and this is a World War I Dodge. The serial number is 147. In 1917, the Dodge brothers got an order to make 1,000 of these vehicles. So this is one of 1,000. All the stuff I don't use for a long time. See, I jack it up so it doesn't distort the wooden spokes of the tires. But once a year, at least, we start everything up. Yeah, that flag, you're probably looking at that flag. It's got 45 stars. The 45th state was Utah. That flag is 125 years old. It was made 1896. Okay, follow me. This is my Vietnam hospital display with the M43 ambulance. These are Vietnam pickup trucks, weapons carriers, M37s. If anybody was in Vietnam, they definitely recognized the M37. They were all over the place. Okay, follow me down here. You know, when I'm giving the tour and anybody wants to know anything that I'm not saying, all they have to do is raise their hand, point at the object you want to know about, and I'll tell you all about it. But see, we got to keep moving in the museum because, you know, we don't want to stay in here more than 2.5 hours. Okay, this is the M3 half track, and this is the let's see, this is the M38A1. It holds the 106 millimeter recoilless rifle. See, and I tell people about all the Jeeps. This happens to be the oldest Jeep I have. It's experimental Jeep slash grill. And see, you got to crank it, you know, to start it up. And I tell you all about the Jeep history. I just about have every Jeep the U.S. government ever made. Okay, so we're going to go in this room over here. I tell people about my landmine display, all the American landmines, landmine detectors, live detonators I have. Yeah, this is the Mighty Mite. They used to airborne these out of the C-130 airplanes for the Marines in Vietnam. We got the tug that pulls the bomb trailer to load the B-24, B-25, and B-17 bombers. In the back here, we got a bomb truck with a 1,000-pound napalm bomb on it. This is the last 151A2. 1983. 1984 was the first Humvee. So this is the last 151A2. Okay, then I got a bunch of my half tracks over there. I tell people about all the half tracks and show them pictures before and after I restored them. Okay, over here we're putting down all new roads. Probably work on it tomorrow. We got the Weasel over here. This played a big part in Battle of the Bulge. If you look at your history books, you see the Weasels going in and out of the Ardex Forest, bringing out the wounded and dead men. And this has a 6-cylinder Studebaker motor in it. These are the M37s. I think I have 11 of them now. Okay, you come over here. This is one of every 151 Jeep. I think I have 8 of those. And over here we have 4 Humvees, early Humvees. Here we got the slashback Humvee, we got the 4-door Humvee, we got the troop carrier Humvee, and we got the 2-door Humvee. AM General made these, and they got the contract in 1984. And I have one of each early Humvee to show people. Now you got to remember, all these vehicles, everything is running condition. Okay, you're probably looking at all these flags. I have a flag from every country in the world. There's 205 countries right now. This here's my M16 half track. That's got a quad mount on the top that will actually fire 4 50 caliber machine guns at once. Each gun fires 550 rounds a minute. So all 4 guns firing is 2,200 rounds a minute. Man, that's a lot of firepower. Those are called Tombstone ammo cans. They hold about 150 bullets in each one. Okay, come around here. This is a Gamma Goat, 6-wheel drive. They use that all through Vietnam. They actually float in the water too. And it's diesel operated. It's got a diesel V8 motor in it. And over here, this is my newest display we've been working on, Battle of the Bulge. And this is a CCKW that they use all through the war. GMC, Chevy Company, made all these CCKWs, almost 400,000 of them in 4 years, 1941 to 45. Okay, over here, we got original pictures I got from collectors and survivors. And this is as realistic as anybody can make it. We got the snow, we got the guys sleeping in the tents, we got the weapons that they use, we got all the cooking equipment, we got the machine gun bunkers, even the sandbags are World War II. So this is as real as you could get. See, and we got sound effects, we got lights, and people are really going to learn a lot when they come see my museum. Okay, over here we have staff cars, 1941, 1942. In World War I, World War II, the U.S. government didn't have enough vehicles to get the officers around the base, so they went to Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, bought regular 4-door vehicles, painted them green, or put numbers on it, or put a star on the door, and it became an Army vehicle. It's called a staff car. Okay, over here, see, we got all kinds of stuff. I got more stuff that came in. I got to put away. Almost every day now I'm getting stuff. I'm buying stuff from 5 different collectors from all over the world. That's what it takes to have a museum like this. The best in the country. Okay, you come down here. This is a closed cab, CCKW. This is my T-54 Russian tank. These are some more Jeeps. This is called a 1941 to 42. The Dodge brothers made the open cab. I have 3 of these. Let's see, you move down the line here. We got the 113 Armored Personnel Carrier, fully operational, with the original radio in there, the turntable for the mortar, and the machine gun nest on the top. Okay, let's come around the turn here. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? You have any questions? No, good. Sit down. Just listen. Okay, over here we got the first 1960 151 Jeep, nicknamed the Mud, and they came off the assembly line either with an M60 machine gun mount, a convoy light, or the radio equipment. These are the airborne, the paratroopers' bicycles. One from the Army, one from the Marines. If you notice, it's got a wing nut in the middle. The bicycle actually comes apart in 2 pieces, and the paratrooper could put a piece of the bicycle on his backpack, and then when they land, they put the bicycle back together. Okay, over here, very, very rare uniforms. In fact, they only wore these uniforms for like 60 days. And when you come to my museum, I'll tell you why and show you why. Because in 1944, they came out with these uniforms, and in 1944, the Nazis came out with a uniform too, almost like these. This is the Nazi uniform, and this is the American uniform. So what happened is the Americans were shooting their own people. So they definitely didn't want to wear those uniforms anymore. Yeah, those are the rarest uniforms in World War II. Okay, so you follow me down here. We got the mule. We got the World War II ambulance. This is the M3 half-track. We got the command cars like the generals rode around in. Here we got military motorcycles. That's a Russian motorcycle called the Ural. We got the Kaiser Jeep. M37s, I probably have 11 of them. This is the M35 Deuce and a Half. The M43 ambulance. Then we get over here, we tell you about the Civil War and the American Revolutionary War. Right here, George Washington. Yeah, if you read your history books, this guy really made America. He was really special. And if you young guys don't know, he's on your $1 bill. George Washington, the first president of the United States. He made America. Okay, let me hit some of these lights off. And we're going to, then I take the people, after the Civil War, I take people through the oldies but goodies room. It's like a time capsule. We go back to the 50s and 60s. So they go right through here. See, I put the lights on, and the music starts. And if you guys are over 50 years old, this room really brings back a lot of memories. So they come around here. I tell them about the hot rods, the bicycles, the gas pumps, Elvis Presley. All these cars on this side are from 1920 to 1930. I have 105 restored gas pumps, about 68 bicycles, and 72 pedal cars. Yeah, look at all these Coke bottles I've been collecting. Some of them go back over 100 years. Coke bottles. See, then the people come around here. See, we got the old telephone booths. The young kids don't even know what this is. Then we come around here. I got my 55 Chevy, my 55 Ford, my 56 Victoria. I got my T-buckets over here. Here we got my chop top 1950. I tell them about the gas pumps. Yeah, if you guys didn't know it, Off the assembly line, the Ford company made the first cars to the public in 1904. There wasn't even a commercial gas pump until 2 years later, 1906. I have the first gas pumps made in America, 1906, 1907, 1908. These were curbside gas pumps. They used to be, let's say, in front of a hardware store. You go in the hardware store, you give them the 11 cents a gallon, they turn the spigot on, and you pump the gas into your Model A. See that? The first gas pumps in America. Okay, you come around the turn here. These are some new gas pumps I just picked up. I'm always getting more and more stuff. We definitely have to make another extension sometime this summer. Okay, follow me. Hey, this is my 31 Roadster, 500 horsepower, my 27 Ford Roadster, and then I take the people into this room. Here, we're going to go into this room, but I got to put the lights on. Okay, we're going to go into the other room. Okay, here, watch your step, I tell people, because there's a little board here on the bottom. And we go into that room. I got to hit these lights off. And then I have the train sets going, you know, when we give the tours. I've been changing all the lights, LED lights, light bulbs. Okay, you come around here. I tell people about the pedal cars, the bicycles. I show them some more hot rods over here. We talk about Elvis Presley. In fact, if Elvis was still alive, he'd be 86 years old right now. Okay, I show them all the new pedal cars I picked up this winter. I got more bicycles. I bought 6 more hot rods this winter. We got the 32 Fords over here, chopped and channeled, 3 windows. This is where I keep my dragster. We got my coffin car over here, and my Willys coupe is in the corner. Then the people come around the turn here. We tell about the lunch boxes, the models, the bicycles. Here's Frankenstein. Okay, over here, this is a 1947 Wurlitzer jukebox. And all these girls are wearing original Poodle outfits. The newest one could be is over 65 years old. Okay, let me hit these off. And you come around here. I show people I have in this show cabinet over here, the original newspapers from around the country the day after Elvis died, August 17th, 1977. This is the last picture of Elvis in the coffin before they buried him, right there. Okay, you come down here. Over here I got a very rare scout car. They only made these for like 3 years. And all these mannequins have real guns. These are M1 Grant rifles that they have 30-06 caliber. And I got all this stuff to put away. I tell people about my recordless rifles, the 106, the 57, the 75 millimeter. And we also tell you about the dog tag machine. This is a dog tag machine. This is how they make the dog tags. There's a World War II dog tag machine, dated 1943. So when you guys come to see the museum, you got a lot to see. Any questions, give me a call, 719-683-2200. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. See you this summer.